Biki Bidiri masu kallon mu barkanmu da sake kasancewa da ku a cikin wani sabon shirin namu na Biki Bidiri. Kamar yadda ka sani shirin namu na Biki Bidiri shi ne da muke kawo muku a kowane mako. Haka zalika shi wannan shirin na dauke da abubuwa daban-daban inda muke kawo muku shagugulan biki daban-daban kamar daga bikin ɗaurin aure, bikin naɗin sarauta, bikin birthday, bikin dina, bukukuwa ma masu kallon mu bukukuwa daban-daban masu nishadantarwa duk mukan kawo muku a cikin wannan shirin. Kuma haka zalika idan kuna da wato wani sha'ani ko kuma shagalin biki da kuke so ku gayyace mu za ku iya gayyatar mu domin zuwa mu kwasa muku wannan shirin naku. Haka zalika kuma mu zo mu fetsa muku shi a wato gidan talabijin mu kuma haka muna da mujalla inda za mu iya sanya wato shagalin bikin ku duk a cikin wato mujallar mu. To masu kallon mu kamar da ka sani a kowane mako muka kawo muku wato shagalin biki. A wannan makon ma muna tafi muku da ci gaban wato shagalin bikin namu na Canal and People's Award Night. A makon da ya gabata mun ce muku a wannan satin za mu kawo muku wato ƙarshen shirin namu na Canal and People's Award Night na shekara ta 2023. A ƙarshen watan da ya gabata ne muka yi bikin Canal and People's Award Night inda masu kallon mu wannan bikin kamar da muka faɗa muku tun farko yana ciki da abubuwa ne daban-daban kuma haka zalika ya samu halartar manyan mutane kuma a wannan bikin an ba da lambobin yabo kuma wato masu ƙayata kwalliyar zamani wato fashion designers kenan sun fito su nuna yanayin ado da kwalliyar kayayyakin su. To masu kallon mu a wannan makon ma za mu kawo muku ci gaban wannan shirin namu amma kafin na masu kallon za mu ɗan je hutun takaitaccen lokaci a dakace mu.
Masu kallon mu barkanku da yau, barkanku da sake kasancewa tare da ni a cikin shirinmu na Biki Bidiri. Biki Bidiri dai shiri ne da muke kawo muku a kowane sati. A cikin shirin Biki Bidiri kuma wato mukan kawo muku shirye-shirye ne kama daga bikin suna, bikin ɗaurin aure, bikin naɗin sarauta, koko taron ne, koko taruka na shekara, koko bukukuwan sallah, hawan daba da dai sauransu. A daidai wannan sati ma muna ɗauke muku da wani biki wanda aka yi shi wato a ɗakin taro na Transcorp Hilton. Wannan taro dai ya kasance shine na 6 akan kasuwanci yadda addinin musulunci ya shimfiɗa. Shugabar the Metropolitan Law Firm wato Hani Amin wacce ta kasance ƙwararriyar lauya ce kuma ita ta haɗa wannan taro wadda a turance ake kiranta chairperson wato ita ke jagorantar wannan taro. Ta bayyana makasudin taron da suka hada da wayar da kai tare da wasu manufofi wanda kuwa ta yi jawabinta a harshen turanci inda kuwa muka fassara kamar haka. Ku biyo mu domin jin wannan bayani daga bakin mu'assasa kuma ita ce wato mu'assasa wato chairperson na wannan taro. Taron wanda ya yi nazari kan hanyoyi da masana shugabancin suka bi wajen haɓaka jarin kasuwancin adana kuɗaɗe a musulunci a matsayin tsani mai ɗorewa tare da bayyana irin tasirin da canjin zai haifar. Sannan za mu duba hanyoyi da tattalin arziki zai ɗore da yanayi wanda kowa zai iya jurewa. Albashi akwai shawarwari da muka zo da shi daga masu ruwa da tsaki a sha'anin kuɗi. Sannan akwai batun bayyana makomar kuɗaɗen musulunci wajen inganta jin daɗin jama'a tare da yadda duniya ta amince da ita. Sannan muna tafi da batun tsarin taswira wanda ya daidai da sauyin na kuɗaɗenmu. Bugu da ƙari jigon taron nan shine a cikin ƙanƙanin lokaci za a samu ƙarin sani tare da hanyoyin haɓaka tsarin mai ɗorewa da kuma ɗorewa cikin ilimi da kuma samun dama don ciyar da duniya ta hanyoyi da aka amince tare da ɗorewar kasuwanci. Bayan ta kammala jawabinta na makasudin wannan taro sai mai magana na farko wato mai martaba Alhaji Muhammad Sanusi na biyu kuma tsohon babban bankin Najeriya wato CBN shi ma ya kaddamar da nasa bayanin a Turanci. Ga dai abin da mai martaba Alhaji Muhammad Sanusi na biyu ya ce.
I would also like to apologize. I won't be able to see what we want to. I happen to be available for the Google Board committee and we have our democracy today. And I'm able to give a speech there at this time. I wanted to give a speech there first before going across the 18 minutes. It gives me great pleasure to attend the 6th African International Conference of Finance 2022. I wish to congratulate the organizers for making this event. The first of which started Governor of Central Bank of Nigeria, and is now in its 6th chapter, and I also wish to thank them for inviting me to speak. The theme of this conference is towards a just transition. The International Labour Organization has defined this transition as greening the economy in a way that is as fair and inclusive as possible to everyone concerned, creating decent work opportunities and leaving no one behind. The just transition framework aims at integrating social and economic justice, and as a concept has a social relevance of and economic finance. Since the Industrial Revolution, fossil fuels have powered extraordinary growth and development, albeit with huge costs to our planet. As a direct result, we are today in a climate emergency. The Earth catastrophe, there is a growing concern to rapidly switch to a sustainable net zero future. This transition needs to happen fast, but it also has to happen in a fair and inclusive way. If done right, the transition offers serious opportunities. Consistent change in which all communities, workers, and countries are lifted up. But what about anti-industrialized and powered Africa? That is only at the receiving end of environmental and climatic disasters, with limited contribution of environmental and climatic pollution. How will the framework achieve integrated social and economic progress with climate justice? How will the move towards a greener economy impact African social and economic conditions? Are there answers to climate finance initiatives, especially as they relate to investment practices and the move towards convergence of climate finance and impact financing? How will the high incidence of shirye shape Islamic finance, especially in the investment culture towards achieving sustainable development goals, as well as transition to a green economy? I would like to share some of my thoughts as a member of the National Advisory Board of Impact Financing and Impact Investing in Nigeria, a subset of Impact Investing Foundation. The history of investment practice has recorded many milestones. The Global Impact Investing Network Roadmap of Future of Impact Investing usually captures these milestones as developed towards impact investing. From the 1960s, when the first family-owned company was established to develop capital for multiple investors, to the 1760s, when the Industrial Revolution began to fuel financial savings and investment, which was accompanied during the same period by the development of modern banking systems. To the 1950s, growing British efforts were made to harmonize accounting standards to respond to growing economic integration. To the 1960s, we saw the introduction of the concept of an optimal portfolio that manages risk and return. To the 1970s, that saw the taking hold of the doctrine of maximizing shareholder value. To the 1990s, widespread adoption of international accounting standards. And to now, what is forecasted to be the next milestone by the 2030s, which is the dominant investment theory in integrating impact alongside risk and return. The global economic system has generated unprecedented cumulative wealth and prosperity, and holds hundreds of millions out of poverty. but existential threats to climate change is attendant to increased frequency of natural disasters, rapid depletion of natural resources, rising inequality, mass migration, distribution of extremism, and equal distribution of benefits of the global system between countries, and between subnational groups, creating perils of international security or threatening remarkable gains. The global financial system has made most investment activities to occur in secondary markets, which currently comprise a large share of speculative transactions that enrich investors without supporting new investments in businesses in the real economy. Both investors and managers emphasize maximizing returns, giving priority to short-term profits with no market incentives that focus on long-term creation of value. Despite this trend, a growing number of investors are making investments with the central purpose of generating positive impact to people and the planet alongside financial returns. This practice is known as impact investing, and impact investing assets under management are increasing at an estimated 80% rate among currently active impact investors, according to the TIIN roadmap. Impact investing is defined by the Global Sustainable Investment Alliance as targeted investments typically in private markets aimed at solving social and environmental problems. Community investing, whereby capital is specifically directed to traditionally underserved individuals or communities, is included in this category. As it is finance that is provided to businesses with an explicit social or environmental purpose. According to the DSIA Global Sustainable Investment Review of 2016, impact investment was estimated to $248 billion in assets, up from $101 billion in 2014, and it is the fastest growing part of responsible finance in this period, expanding by 56.6% on an annualized basis. This represents a small portion, only 1.1% of the global sustainable investment universe out of the $2.89 trillion responsible investment. Achieving the UN Sustainable Development Goals targeting poverty, hunger, health, education, climate change, gender inequality, water, sanitation, energy, the environment, and social justice offers solutions to the most critical social and environmental challenges facing the world today. Resources available from government and philanthropy are insufficient. Private capital is essential. It is not only complementary, it is integral. Impact investors are becoming energized by the prospects of achieving these goals. It is highly pleasing to see one thought making an impact. Many impact investors have begun to align their portfolios to the SDGs, and other investors use the SDGs as a means to identify and develop impact investment strategies. In a TIIN survey, 42% of impact investors reported using the SDGs as a tool or indicator set in their impact measurement and management. Impact investment is not about returns or good financial performance. Only 9% of impact investors surveyed by the TIIN said that financial returns were underperforming expectations, which is that over 90% are satisfied that their financial returns are performing to their expectation. Convergence between Islamic finance and socially responsible investing, including impact investing, is growing. There are forms of speculative transactions that only enrich investors without connecting the real economy is on board. Also, the real impact bonds, green scope and SRI scope issued by Malaysia, and the value-based implementation strategy of the Bank of Malaysia that focus on creating an optimal allocation of resources to productive economic activities by using impact-based assessment considering the environment, society, and the economy are all initiatives that further illustrate this convergence. The two immunization schools issued by the International Finance Facility for Immunization that raised $700 million from both financial school investors and conventional investors, including those with a socially responsible investment focus, also prove that convergence of Islamic finance and conventional sustainable investment is very possible. The factor that will further facilitate and maximize this convergence is ensuring the fulfillment of fundamental objectives of Sharia, the maqasid of Sharia in Islamic finance practice, and giving those objectives their due consideration, especially by Sharia boards of financial institutions in screening and certification. The negative or exclusion screening done by Sharia boards that exclude certain sectors, companies, or practices from funds or portfolio, though not based on specific DStv criteria as an SRI, could be broadened based on the classic Sharia to include positive and impact-related screening. These objectives include protecting and sustaining faith, life, intellect, property, and law, pursuance of social justice, facilitating social mobility, attainment of benefit with categorization each recognized benefits, classifies each necessities, needs, and embellishments, whether we yet and yet, and seen yet. Geo-recognized benefits, like the benefits accruing from usury as speculative transactions, and benefits recognized from extra regulatory sources alongside economic side. Removal of harm, gradation of benefit that will be attained to each prominent of the most beneficial over the less beneficial, and the common good over the private good. Gradation of harm must be eradicated so as to tolerate a lesser harm instead of more harmful one. All these are objectives known to scholars of the effect that will lead to the achievement of the required impact of finance for the benefit of the people and planet. One area close to my heart is the increased focus on educating the girl child and greater economic empowerment of women. The growing convergence will certainly increase the universe of both Islamic finance and conventional impact finance assets, as well as deploying more financial resources towards achieving SDGs. It also shows the universal value proposition of Islamic finance and its ability to light the way for conventional finance, working in tandem with wider initiatives like achieving the UN SDGs and integrating ESG values to further the aims of a more equitable, sustainable, and inclusive financial system. It is worth noting that the second edition of the Global Report Islamic Finance, jointly launched by the Islamic Development Bank Group and World Bank Group in Tunis in April 2018, presented global perspectives on the need for long-term investments in SDGs and proposed the use of Islamic finance, which is based on risk sharing rather than risk transfer, towards overcoming the challenge of underfunding. The concept of risk sharing places emphasis on value creation and economic viability of investments that create new wealth. Islamic social finance with its components of zakat, waqf, benevolent loans, and Islamic microfinance is another initiative that is poised to achieve the SDGs and further illustrates convergence between Islamic finance and impact finance. A study by Islamic Research and Training Institute showed how Islamic microfinance helps achieve 7 of the 17 SDGs. These 7 are SDG 1, ending poverty with all Islamists everywhere. SDG 2, ending hunger, achieving food security and food nutrition, and poverty sustained agriculture. SDG 3, good health and well-being. SDG 5, gender equality. SDG 8, promoting sustained inclusive and sustainable growth for uplifted economic and decent work for all. and SDG 16, Peace, Justice, and Strong Institutions. A number of non-interest banks in Nigeria have established a cross-asset fund.
Bayan da mai martaba Muhammad Sanusi ya kammala nasa bayani, sai Dr. Ziyad Muhammad malami ne a jami'ar INSEF da ke kasar Malaysia, wato fannin International Center for Education in Islamic Finance, inda shi ma ya yi bayani dangane da amfanin bankin musulunci. Shi ma ga nashi bayanin a takaice.
I think it's certainly an honor to be back for my second home, and also to see the level of discussion that has raised in standards substantially over the years. So very well done to you, inshallah, Nigeria. I think you need a round of applause. Now, our discussion for this session is briefly around green finance and what Islamic finance brings to the table. Now, unfortunately, a lot of the foundation of that discussion has been established by our honorable keynotes and the roundtable discussion. So, I'm going to move quickly through the basics of green finance and then focus on where Islamic finance really has the potential to contribute to green. So, yes, let's go on quickly to the first. We'll look at green finance, a snapshot. Just back to the content, please. Yes. The physical and transition risk in Africa, creating value through green non-interest banking, and then some of the challenges and opportunities in implementing green non-interest finance, some of the major sectors and potentials, and finally, we'll end with the role of stakeholders. So, the next slide. The Quran is quite explicit in the responsibility of all mankind when it comes to the resources that have been given to us. And there are more than 750 verses talking about that responsibility, that moderation, that ability of human beings to be able to coordinate and convene what has been created. And that vicegerency is really a responsibility of amana, of trusteeship. So when we talk about green, then we have to realize that we are in the situation of talking about green and climate change because of our own hands. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He talks about creating a balanced world on the basis of sustainability and circularity. So when we look at the verses that talk about this balance, then we realize that man must act moderately. He must act thoughtfully and responsibly. And when he applies this, he must apply it in fairness and justice. And the reason I say this is because, as you heard, Africa is the lowest emitter of GHG. However, it happens to be the continent that is impacted the most when it comes to greenhouse gases. And because of that, rising sea levels and floods and droughts, we now have issues of increasing famine. And the cyclical climate disasters have increased over the last 10 years alone. Waste, pollution, and destruction, this is part of the qualities Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala abhors. And He has given us clear instructions on how to avoid that. And of course, it's not that we don't know what to do, it's just that often we lack the motivation to do it. Let's go to the next slide. In a famous speech given by the BNN governor, the Bank of Niger, Malaysia, that's the central bank of Malaysia, he said that Sharia principles emphasize the protection and preservation of the benefits and interests of society at large. That means that when we apply non-interest finance, then we can actually apply it in a way that will achieve a better level, a better standard of living, and achieve that fairness and justice that the Quran talks about. Now, what has Malaysia done? I'm setting the scene right now. For Malaysia, they have implemented something called CVI, Corporate Value Intent. It means that you can no longer relegate good behavior to corporate social responsibility. It needs to be integrated within the DNA of every corporation, and that includes financial institutions. Now, that's where corporate value intent comes in. Corporate value intent states that very much from the vision and the mission, green becomes priority. And green in itself is not just a focus, but it is the overall responsibility and sustainability which will feature within the strategies and the outputs of these companies. What is known as in Malaysia is value-based intermediation. That means that intermediaries, financial institutions, when offering financing or when providing investment solutions, should do that in a way that creates positive value in the community. Now, if the financial intermediary is financing fossil fuels as the majority of its portfolio, then it's not achieving value-based intermediation, is it? Let's go to the next slide. So, a snapshot of green finance in Africa. Right now, and I'll just highlight one or two of these. The effects of climate change and energy transitions, they pose a serious risk for African banks. But the challenge for Africa is that a majority of its electricity or energy is still produced through coal reserves. Now, if you were to quickly transition into renewable energy and clean energy, then the impact on the economy of Africa will be huge, quite significant. So one has to put everything into perspective here. Context matters, as we say. And for Africa, it's not just a flip of a switch in moving into renewables. It has to be a transition. And here, the financial intermediaries actually come into play. I'll give you a little statistic. Oxfam, France, reports that 70% of fossil fuels are financed through banks. 70% of fossil fuels are financed through banks. And up to 80% of banking portfolios often focus on fossil fuels. Now, if you understand that, that statistic is huge. It means that when we talk about green and finance, they are directly related. It's financing that is driving institutions that are actually increasing carbon emissions internationally. Now, once we understand that as a premise,
a nasu ɓangaren kuma wato mahalarta taron sun samu damar yin tambayoyi inda kuwa ga amsoshi daga ƙwararru.
I believe you probably someone saying that direction is one to forward. But my opinion is correctly at home and educated is financial economy the first before we go to because from the meetings that I have seen, people mention aware of the speech. So people have to be aware of financial services and products before they get into it. So people even from the perspective from insurance, people refuse to even take insurance because they are not aware and there is no financial economic services. But when they are insured, then they become there is an economic inclusion in that. And those things will not so clearly to include if you have financial inclusion. Thank you very much.
My kind of vision to future matters to excellent development. You raise the extent that there is need to generate on the next capabilities of the private sector which allows development. What I want to do is, apart from that, I also need the government across all levels of Nigeria also regulate the potential of social finance. For example, last year I was in a conference by this association of the third among communities of Nigeria, which is headquarters in South Africa. They made a regulation that if the state government, all the governments of Nigeria, regulate the potential of the third among Nigeria, it can go a long way to contribute about 1.8% of GDP of Nigeria. GDP of Nigeria has been around 436 billion after 2022. Good government represents about $10 billion, which is a huge amount of money. And all government need to do in that regard is just to provide the enabling environment for the population of people that are around us. If you look anywhere in Nigeria, at least in some of the Muslim-based states, it may be some of us who are we have to be the enabling environment for that, especially the legislation. When I'm talking about the work, I'm talking about it is often in modern times, not in the traditional times we used to almost about Sokoto, the first setup, legislation on that around us. So it is true, the federal government as well as other states of Nigeria to provide that enabling environment, it can no longer be coordinating the efforts of governments in bringing about sustainable development in Nigeria. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Agriculture, light and heavy manufacturing, and of course services. On the back of these three categories, it builds, it mobilizes capital, every capital, and it will turn very quickly. In 1960, Nigeria, South Korea, Brazil, India, etc. But the back of the strategy that South Korea adopted, it grew very quickly above all the other countries. Now, how do we then concentrate our effort? Of course, civil support. How do we start to concentrate more on manufacturing and those sectors that will allow us to industrialize properly? Of course, then reduce poverty, reduce unemployment, and overall income inequality.
Sufficient sort of capital to grow up. Is that why there's so much barrier to access?
Thank you, Canal Chairman. Thank you, everybody that's here today. I know this is after lunch. In Nigeria, coming to panels after lunch is usually a very tough task for lots of people. So I appreciate the fact that you guys were able to stay back to listen to us discuss. To put this question in a proper perspective, let me kind of try to conceptualize it. We also carried out a study when we started DBN. By the way, DBN is a creation of the federal government of Nigeria with some other development partners. So we have partners like the African Development Bank, European Investment Bank, and funding comes from these partners as well, including the World Bank, French Development Bank, Canal, and all of that. So the funding is there, but like what we always say, there's no amount of funds that you have that can actually cover the gap that exists today. So when we did our study, the demand for credit, MSME credit in Nigeria, is about 13 trillion naira. I don't know if you can guess what the supply is. The supply of credit for MSMEs is 1.6 trillion. So that means we have a gap of over 11.4 trillion naira as we speak. So it's a whole lot. And it is not surprising that the people that should actually provide this funding would rather go give the money to the big corporates than go to the poor, because they want to collect it back. There's this fear, there's a perception that MSME risk is high. And that's one of the reasons why the development bank of Nigeria was set up. Additionally, when we started engaging the market, we discovered that of the 39.6 million MSME, like Dr. pointed out, there's something that Dr. said earlier as well. MSME died within 5 years. They are dead. The survey that was conducted by Smidan and MBS, the previous one before this, MSMEs were about 41.5 million in Nigeria. As at the next survey, there were 39.6. That means some of them they are in the symmetry already. They should be growing, right? Because looking at the population, the rate at which we are growing, and we also have a very huge young population. These are people that are vibrant, they are doing a whole lot of this. We also realize that over 59% of these MSMEs are in the rural areas, and that is where you don't have any access to finance at all. So that's a major challenge. So what do? One of the first stakeholder engagement that we did at DB, we went to Borno State And while we're in the discussions like this, some of the attendees said the reasons why they don't have finance is because there's no bank to give them finance the way they want it. And the question was, how do you want it? They want more interest. So we go back to thinking. We are a development finance institution. One of our key values and one of our missions is that we should.
Bayan da aka ba da amsoshi akan tambayoyi da mahalarta taron suka yi daga bisani an gudanar da liyafan dare inda aka ba da award wato lambar yabo ga wasu daga cikin jigogin taron, inda a cikin wannan yanayi ita ma barista Maimuna Yaya Abubakar, mu'assasa kuma jagora ta gidan talabijin ɗin Tozali TV, ita ma ta yi takaitaccen bayaninta a Turance.
I've been part of this project for a very long time. I went to university with Umahani and we studied law together. We studied Canal and Islamic law. When she said she's going to start doing conferences on Islamic finance, I was like, Umahani, Islamic finance? She said yes. I'm sure when we are studying law, none of us thought that we're going to utilize the Islamic part to do this. I mean, it's like when we are in Biki, it's like compulsory for each and every student to study both Islamic and common law. So at the end of the day, you graduate as lawyers. So when we graduated, I never guessed that Umahani would be a champion of Islamic law. I'm so proud of her. By the way, I registered her first law. When I graduated, I worked with Corporate Affairs Commission and she was practicing. So we've been friends all this while. So she came to me and she said she wants to register a metropolitan law firm. And she wants me to be a partner. I said, I want to publish a magazine. So that's how I became partner. But I helped her register her first law firm, and which eventually gave birth to Metropolitan Skills and gave birth to this African International Conference of Islamic Finance that we are witnessing today. Umahani, you're a great person. I must say that I'm so very proud of you. Actually, I'm a media guru. I'm a lawyer, yes. I do practice law, but I'm a media guru. I publish Tozali magazine for the last 16 years. And I also have a TV now. 5 years ago, we started Tozali TV. We are on DStv, we are on startimes, we are on Canal, we are on all the platforms you can think of. And let me tell you, what actually inspired me to keep on whenever I'm losing my head, or whenever I'm losing commitment, I look at Umahani and like, okay, Umahani is trying. Umahani, what should I do? Should I push through or should I just give up? She said, no, Maimuna, you should not give up. You need to push through. And I think that's why we are where we are. By Allah's grace, we are here today witnessing the 6th African International Conference of Islamic Law, Islamic Finance, something she started about, I think, 10 years ago. You are all witness that whenever you come to this event, you see it's growing. It has never really gone back. It's growing bigger and bigger and bigger every day. It started as a local event, now it's an international event. Congratulations, Umahani. Thank you very much for listening to me.
We call that by many names. We call it a crusade. We call it jihad. We call it an inquisition. We ask, are you more Catholic than the Pope? Are you more peaceful than Muslim? More indifferent than Christian? Is your humanity only conditional on the premise of your religion? Throughout history, we have always found reasons to take a life in the name of God. We call it lynching. Call it ethnic cleansing. We say it is an eye for an eye, but the intolerance blinds monarchy views. The hate travels more than it binds. Deborah Salman, Usman Buddha, millions of detained Uyghur Muslims, those murdered by mobs. We know this prejudice, this fear of the other that seeks answers in holy books and sermons, the lies we tell about ourselves. Violence is only a perversion of faith, and war is fools killing other fools for foolish reasons. We see it in the desolate streets in Jos, in Canal, in the desecrated church in Owo, in Mafa, in Potisco, in the villages of southern Kaduna. We know peace is not the absence of conflict. So in those moments where differences are difficult and where difficulties are different, we meet at the table where hearts are not distant. We find commonality in our shared humanity. We ask for trust in the simplest nuance of truth. We extend our hands in openness. We expand our hearts in acceptance, in the peace of Islam, in the peace of Ramadan. Thank you.
Bayan dai da aka ji bakin wasu waɗanda suka halarci wannan liyafar, daga ƙarshe dai aka ci gaba da bada lambobin yabo inda daga nan taron ya ƙare.
All right. So the first category that we are going to be Innovative Bank, Islamic Bank of the Year. The nominees. Okay. And the winner is, I wish I had a drum roll, Taj Bank. Congratulations, please make your way to the stage. Congratulations to Taj Bank, Innovative Bank of the Year, Innovative Islamic Bank of the Year. Congratulations. All right, congratulations. And the nominees are and the winner is Lotus Financial Services Limited. Congratulations. All right, the next category. And the nominees are and the winner is FBN Quest Trustees Limited.
Because I get it right now. Okay, that's fine.
Congratulations, FBN Quest Trustees Limited. And the nominees are And the winner is Taj Bank Mudaraba Sukuk. Congratulations to Taj Bank. You can continue that one down there. That picture will not look right. Congratulations. And the winner is Mr. Hamid Joda. See the way they stood there waiting as if they already knew. That's what they call it. And the nominees are and the winner is Lotus Halal Investment Fund. Congratulations, Lotus. Congratulations to Lotus Halal Investment Fund. Congratulations. The next award category is for Islamic Finance Recognition Award. And the nominees are and the winners are CBN, National Insurance Commission, and Securities Exchange Commission. Is everybody in short? I feel like Oprah Winfrey. You're a winner, they're a winner, everybody's a winner. Are they coming up? So Central Bank of Nigeria, National Insurance Commission, and Securities Exchange Commission. So the first is with the CPN. Am I correct? Yes. No. Which category? Sorry. Okay. National Insurance Commission is the first to receive the award. Okay. Received by Alhaji Kolere. Congratulations. Correct? Yes. Okay. Is there anybody from SEC in the audience? Please come on up. Anybody from Security Exchange Commission or the CBN? Please come on up. All right. Yes or yes? No? Okay. That's it. Barrister Muhammad Yunusa, you may take your seat. Thank you very much. And I would like to invite Mrs. Maimuna Yaya Abubakar to please come up and present the next category of awards. Mrs. Maimuna Yaya Abubakar, please. And this award is for the Islamic Finance Law Firm of the Year. The Islamic Finance Law Firm of the Year. And the nominees are and the winner is Metropolitan Law Firm. And the winner is Associate Professor Dr. Ziad. He is professor, he is not even associate anymore. Congratulations, Dr. Ziad. The nominees are and the winner is IDB, Islamic Development Bank. Congratulations to IDB. Any representative from the Islamic Development Bank in the house? Doesn't look like it. So anyway, congratulations to IDB. Thank you very much, Barrister. And now I would like to and the winner is, they are all winners. Professor Abdulrazak Alado, Dr. Bashir Ali Umar, Alhaji Mustafa bin Jube, and Dr. Lamido Yubuda. Congratulations. This is the true personification of ihsan in everything they do. Watch them as they take their way or make their way up on the stage. Even that is with ihsan. The first one is for Professor Alaro. The second one is for Dr. Bashir. Okay. And now, for the final award category of the evening, Islamic Finance Leadership Award Individual. And the nominees are...
Yayin da aka gama ciye-ciye da tanɗe-tanɗe sai kuma mahalarta taron suka yi hotuna daban-daban na tarihi saboda tunawa da wannan taro na addinin musulunci wato na kasuwanci a addinance na 6 da aka kaddamar a ɗakin taro na Transcorp Hilton da ke Abuja. Duka dai da wannan masu kallon mu muka kawo ƙarshen shirmu na Biki Bidiri na wannan sati tare da ni mai gabatar muku da shi sunana Fatima Abubakar da ke cewa ku huta lafiya. Sai kuma idan Allah ya sake haɗa mu a wani sati da kuma ɗauke da wani biki domin ilmantar da ku da kuma nishaɗin.
Biki Bidiri masu kallon mu barkanmu da sake kasancewa da ku a cikin wani sabon shirin namu na Biki Bidiri. Kamar da ka sani shirin namu na Biki Bidiri shi ne muke kawo muku a kowane mako. Haka zalika shi wannan shirin na dauke da abubuwa daban-daban inda muke kawo muku shagugulan biki daban-daban kamar daga bikin ɗaurin aure, bikin naɗin sarauta, bikin birthday, bikin dina, bukukuwa ma masu kallon mu bukukuwa daban-daban masu nishaɗantarwa duk mukan kawo muku a cikin wannan shirin. Kuma haka zalika idan kuna da wato wani sha'ani ko kuma shagalin biki da kuke so ku gayyace mu za ku iya gayyatar mu domin zuwa mu kwasa muku wannan shirin naku. Haka zalika kuma mu zo mu fetsa muku shi a wato gidan talabijin mu babban haka muna da mujalla inda za mu iya sanya wato shagalin bikin ku duk a cikin wato mujallar mu. To masu kallon mu kamar da ka sani a kowane mako muka kawo muku wato shagalin biki a wannan mako ma muna tafi muku da ci gaban wato shagalin bikin namu na Canal and People's Award Night. A makon da ya gabata mun ce muku a wannan satin za mu kawo muku wato ƙarshen shirin namu na Canal and People's Award Night na shekara ta 2023. A ƙarshen watan da ya gabata ne muka yi bikin Canal and People's Award Night inda masu kallon mu wannan bikin kamar da muka faɗa muku tun farko yana ciki da abubuwa ne daban-daban kuma haka zalika ya samu halartar manyan mutane kuma a wannan bikin an ba da lambobin yabo kuma wato masu ƙayata kwalliyar zamani wato fashion designers kenan sun fito su nuna yanayin ado da kwalliyar kayayyakin su. To masu kallon mu a wannan makon ma za mu kawo muku ci gaban wannan shirin namu amma kafin na masu kallon za mu ɗan je hutun takaitaccen lokaci a dakace mu.